Hi, Shadow. I like that you got the ahoy from Embedbot there. That was very good. Oh, it just so happens that I've been talking to myself. I swallowed eggnog the wrong way, was coughing, thought I unmuted, but apparently I did not unmute. So, hi Diced, it's good to see you. Shadow, it's good to see you too. How are you doing? I was telling you about my day. My day was good. Yeah, I pressed the button and when I looked at it, it was not, or it wasn't grayed out. And when I just looked down, it was grayed out again. I was like, huh. So, you know. Taking a look through some music to see what to play. I wonder how long this entire duration is. 48 minutes? That's good. Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Also, hi, Sarah. How are you? I don't know what to get you for your birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday. What would you like for your birthday? Would you like a hearty hello? Birthdays are as hype-worthy as you make them. Let me get that music playing. That's very loud in my ear. VLC, we want to put that through wavelength music. And it's very loud. Let's turn that down just a lot. Okay, now we can bring that back. Sorry about that. Good, today was the last day of 2 of your classes. Now you just have to finish papers and you're done for a few weeks. Hallelujah! That's awesome! How were the last 2 classes? You can think of a few things I probably wouldn't agree to. Well, yeah, I'm sure you could. You could think of a lot of things I wouldn't agree to. You dirty, dirty boy. Man, I love eggnog. I used to have screencast keys, but I wonder if they no longer work. That stinks. What am I sipping on? Eggnog! Yes, eggnog! Eggnog is delicious. Look at this. Look at this delicious, creamy drink. Love me some eggnog. I'll take a look at your Steam wish list. I'll see if I have anything. Really? You guys don't like egg? I mean, to be fair, it's not just straight eggnog. It is eggnog mixed with milk. It is reduced, so it is not nearly as sweet, but it's still tasty. Egg milk with spices, yes. What is so bad about egg milk with spices? I can't believe all of you hate eggnog. You have hot cocoa? Hot cocoa is a good choice. Better than eggnog, I would say. If I had more time, I probably would have gone with some cider. Some hot apple cider. You have a good, crisp Dr. Pepper. You know, Ziggy, to be honest, I don't taste the egg in eggnog at all. Have you had eggnog before? I mean, eggnog is not something I drink too often. I just happened to see some alcoholic eggnog and we bought some and it was tasty. And then we decided to buy some more. And by we, I mean when I went to the grocery store, I just bought some more eggnog so I could have some. You have a bad, watered-down, 5-hour-old gas station Coca-Cola? Gross. You hate eggs and you mostly dislike milk. I mean, that's fair. If you don't like milk and you hate eggs, you probably won't enjoy eggnog. But eggnog does not taste like eggs. So, good luck, Ingle. Hi, buddy. Let's do this switchy switch. So I have been trying to practice my hand at doing texture painting. So I've been making little ornaments for fun. This does sound very gothic. It's called Exploring the Wilds. Let's throw this on shuffle. I don't know if any of these songs are really gonna be super great. I mean, I could do... No, wait, I already threw in Cinematic Fantasy. Don't know why Ambience is in here. Ambience should be in here. Let's see. There's Cinematic Action. I don't really want to get too crazy. Drum and bass. No. Some classical. No. Epic Adventure. All those sound super high energy. Those sound high energy. Horror. Horror and suspense. Japanese. Lo-fi atmosphere music pack. Sure. We'll throw all of those in here, because who doesn't love some good lo-fi? I feel like I missed one. Orchestral rock. What isn't like arcane? Arcane Orchestra. That's what I'm looking for. Arcane Orchestra. Thought this was alphabetized, but I see not Arcane Orchestra. I got the chiptune version. Whatever. I'm sorry you're not having anything special, Shadow. It's your birthday. You should be able to choose whatever you want for your birthday. You hyper-focused on peeling 4 pomegranates and you got distracted. It took you 5 hours to peel 4 pomegranates? Okay. So Sarah, Ziggy, what fun little designs could I do with an ornament? You did dinner while peeling pomegranates and watching a show. Multitasking. Yes, of course, multitasking. A duck? You want me to do a duck? Okay. I can try a duck. I don't know if a duck's gonna come out super great, but I can try a duck. So obviously we need a good yellow color for the duck, right? Something like that. I think that's a good yellow color for the duck. And then we obviously need a good orange for the beak. Keep forgetting that I have to... Okay. Make this a little bit smaller. Let's turn this off screen, go to mix. I'm still doing a line stroke method, so that's fine. So let's do... something a little like this. And make that bigger. Pop this onto space. All right, we got a little bit of a duck mouth. No duck lips, just a duck mouth. And actually, we may bring it in just a little bit like that. So that way we can pop this back over to line. And sample some black. Turn that down. This bigger. There we go. There is the duck beak. Obviously, we need some good eyes, some good duck eyes. Got any grapes? Oh, I got some grapes. They're really tasty. Here, have some. Have some grapes. Let's round those out a little bit. It's a duck. Lauren just came in here and immediately laughed. Is it not a good duck?
Duck.
Is it a good duck? All ducks are good ducks. You want me to make an angry duck? Okay, well, if we're doing an angry duck, then I gotta do a color burn. That's not dark enough. Is that better? Thank you. Make his eyes darker? What do you mean darker? It's black. It's black. She says his eyes aren't dark, but it's black. I don't know the Got Any Grapes Duck song by heart. I know of it. I know what it is, but I don't know it by heart. Obviously, this duck needs a couple eyelashes. Here's its nose. Hold on, let me turn off mirror real quick. That doesn't do what I wanted to do. Let's try. Just a little tough to hair. There you go. You got a duck. Hey, Stasnak, how are you doing? We made a duck. Forgot I turned off symmetry, so now I just gotta go around this one real quick. Good enough. Good enough for showbiz. She weighs the same as a duck, then she's made of wood and therefore a witch. She floats, she's a witch. Okay. All right, so we made a duck. Now, all these other ones have been Christmas themed. So, like, here's a bell, which I think is very good. I did my best to try and give it a little bit of 3D look with the band around it. I don't know if it went well, but I tried. We got ourselves a snowman. Thank you. I'm glad you like the bell. I also like the bell. I'm very fond of the bell. And then I have another snowman on a nice, like, panoramic scene. And then I got this nice geometric snowflake pattern, which I thought was nice. And then, of course, we got Santa. Morning, it's Arnold. How are you doing? I think I did really well on Santa. I do also think that I need to outline this a little bit. I also realized that it's slightly off, and I think it's because the UV map is slightly off. Let's try that. Around the nose, around the beard. Yeah, that looks better. Visiting your mom for the week? Ah, how's your mama doing? How was the trip? All right, Santa's got himself a little soul patch. It's good. Then I feel like we need to, like, do something a little bit like that. Rainy. It's been pretty rainy here, so I hear that. But at least it wasn't dangerous. And then we'll do a little bit there. There we go. I think that's better, and I think that helps make Santa pop. A normal 3-hour bus trip. Goodness. How long are you staying? Is it going to be for at least a couple days? Thank you, Ziggy. All right. What else? What else? What else? Let's do... Oh, I know. Let's do... It's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's weird. That got turned off. Let's paint that black, and then we'll grab some white. Get this good old piano orchestra music going. Not quite the vibe I really wanted to go for, but you know. We get what we get. There we go. A 3-hour tour. All right, Dice, let me find the wizard hat. 1 second. Did you ban the use of the color green? What do you have against the color green, Stasnak? Okay, well... no, their beaks are a little bit more yellow, I think. Green is for spring. I love the color green, and I think it is 100% for the wintertime as well. Wow. Wow, Hero, coming in right off the rip and making fun of my color deficiency. I see how it is. I want to do like a little stylized eye. Kind of like this. He looks a little concerned. Hi, Nightingale. I'm glad you like art. You're not making fun. You come in and you just say, I'm not gonna be able to see it. I think you're making fun. I think you're making fun. How do I make him not look tired or sad? Just some normal eyebrows like that. I know. We will make this a little bit smaller. And then what we'll do is we will... Is this some of the lo-fi stuff? No, this is the atmospheric stuff. There we go. Oh my god, Nightingale. You're just as bad as Shadow. Nightingale, did you know today is Shadow's birthday? Guys, did you know today is Shadow's birthday? We should wish Shadow a happy birthday. You already got him his gift. What'd you give him? That's true. Shadow is away eating supper. That's okay. We can still love on Shadow while he's eating supper. He wants it to be that way. Really? We went back to that one already? Okay, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. This is not doing it for me. This music's not doing it for me. It might be a little friendly date with him after he's done with dinner and watch some anime. Aww. That's very cute. I'm glad you two are getting to hang out and have a little date. Let's look at all of the albums here. Listen to this one. No, that's in music. It's just playing really quietly. Guys, how do I make this penguin look happy? I'm struggling making this penguin look happy. Now it just looks panicked. Bigger eyes. I could give him bigger eyes. That went from cute to kind of horrifying real quick. I don't like how soft it got. There we go. How's that? Eyebrows slanting in toward the nose. I think that'll just make him look angry. Like that? He's just got a unibrow. Wait, hold on. What if I... Oh. There we go. Does that look a little happier? Hey, Duffy. Don't go back. You didn't want to see your inner demons. Bigger eyes, eye spacing. Thinner lines along the cheeks. Okay. Thank you, Duffy. It is Lauren's. You feel like the cheek lines just make people look old? Well, like, I feel like I gotta have something that kind of defines where the mouth is. And, like, the face and the shape of the face. And I feel like that does a good job. That right there, I think, does a good job. I did see the GTA 6 trailer. I am surprised that they're doing one in Florida, but it looked interesting. And then I think we need like a little thing there. There we go. How's that? A nice little penguin. Maybe pink. But I am very excited at the fact that GTA 6 is officially announced. When you think about a lawless hellscape where anything is possible, you think Florida? I mean, that's fair. That is very fair. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it being in Florida. I don't know. There's something about it that's like, of all the places, I mean, I guess Miami is as good of a city to go to as any. Haven't they already done Florida? No, it was New York, Los Angeles, San Diego. They did do Vice City. Yeah, they did do Florida. Man, they could have chosen a number of cities. I think Chicago would have been a fun one. But I guess Chicago doesn't really have, like, as much going for it in the way of, like, modern day craziness. Florida really does embody the chaotic vibe that is GTA. Detroit or Windsor with an international border. Oh, that would be interesting too. A little mix of the US and Canada. I mean, there's a lot of games that are in Japan. Texas and Mexico would be an interesting one. I don't know if there's a big enough city close enough to the Texas-Mexico border for that one to be as interesting. Okay, what other fun one do we want to do now? So we've got a duck, we've got a bell, we've got a snowman, two snowmen, a snowflake, a Santa, a penguin. Ooh, maybe a Christmas wreath? Ooh, a tree. A pumpkin's not too Christmas themed. I mean, I guess a duck isn't either. We could do a pumpkin, I guess. Wreath or tree not using green. Well, I need a background. I guess I've already done a green one. What if we... What if we do that? Gotta find a brown and hope that I can find it in my color deficient eyes. That's a dark olive green, apparently. That says dark slate gray. Maybe I'm too dark. Sienna. You know what? It's going to be easier if I just pull up a pine tree color hex code. According to Google, 2A, 2F, 23 is the color for a pine tree. Second bridge to Canada in Detroit that's being built is going to be called the Gordie Howe International Bridge. What is Gordie Howe? El Paso and Juarez would be your Texas-Mexico border choice. That is definitely green. Apparently not. I mean, it might be green. But guess what? Trees are green. How do you expect me to do a wreath? That's better. That's not green. Ah, he's a renowned hockey player. That's why I know absolutely nothing about him. I don't know hockey. Oop. There we go. So much so that even you are aware of him and you know nothing of hockey. I mean, I guess that does mean a little bit. I don't know anything about hockey, and I've only now heard of him. So, there is that. Gordie Howe. Ah. Slightly different name. Still haven't heard of him. No, that's too closed off. Maybe that's good enough. So what do we want to do? We probably want to make this smaller. Probably want to like Hey, Blup, how are you doing, buddy? Glue it. Through it. Screw it. Renew it. Sue it. Renew it. Do it. Hey, there it is. Only took you 7. Why do they call it a Gordie Howe hat trick? Again, I've never heard of that, so your guess is as good as mine. Term was coined by a 1950s New York sports writer, although Howe himself only accomplished the feat twice in his 5-decade career. Howe's son Marty once remarked, the Gordie Howe hat trick should really be a goal, an assist, and a cross-check to the face. I'm gonna assume that's a little bit of a jab at his daddy-o. You're trying out baristaing today. How did it go? Art's going well. I gotta figure out what to add to this lovely little wreath. Maybe we'll add like a little bow. I don't think that's going in enough. Do that, pop this out. There we go, that's a good shape to a bow. A couple candy canes maybe? Some bells or balls? Ooh, candy canes are a good idea. The baristaing went well, question mark. First drink you made added too much vanilla syrup, and the last one you made just wasn't terrible. You didn't add enough caramel to your macchiato, but it's fun. Were you actually like making them for people and selling them, or were you just practicing and trying to get it down? There we go. You found out your sister has an espresso machine, so you used it today. Oh, hey, Spooky. It's good to see you. We are doing some ornaments. We are just doing some ornaments for fun. I'm 3D modeling some and then practicing my texture painting ability at drawing. And I don't know if it's going well, but we're having a good time. What kind of drinks do you like making, Ziggy? It's just for you and the family. Gotcha. We should do some community member ornaments? Sure. What do you have in mind for community member ornaments? Let's, I think this needs to be a bit bigger. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. How do I want the candy cane to go? I'm glad you think so, Spooky. It's good to see you. Thank you for the alert. Maybe... Oh. Too big here. Go. Put the candy canes down here. And we'll curve this in a little bit. Then we'll grab that red. And we'll do a little bit of strippy striping. Let's make that a bit thinner. I'll do these candy cane outlines. Black outlines make everything pop. Is that like the amateur drawing thing to do, is just black outlines on candy canes? I think NBedBot is romantically in love with you because it is not leaving you alone tonight. Hey, Varian, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back for your 21st adventure. 14 in a row, you mad lad. That's a year and 2 months. Can you believe that? You're currently staying home for the week because you have the vid. You have COVID? Do you need anything? Can I get you anything, bud? Are you all right? Tiny ornament, hat ornament to remember the fallen. Look, Tiny Hat still exists. They're just put away somewhere. Where? I have no idea. Just away. Why does color burn? Can I just not see the color difference that color burn is making? I'm just gonna darken that a little bit. And we're gonna come in here under these. Crease these. I think this is such a minute detail. Nothing's really gonna like come of it, but I feel better knowing that it's been creased. Love the hat I got on tonight. Thank you. Dice redeemed wizard hat, so I'm wearing wizard hat. You feel fine, except congested and a bit of a cough, but the cough has honestly subsided today already, but work policy says you stay home. Well, are you getting to work from home at all? Are you able to? Of course, you know I care about you and I love you and I'll make sure you're a-okay. Okay, someone else mentioned like a little ball. So we're going to draw a ball there. I'm still multiplying. Mix. There we go. What kind of ball is this? I don't know. It's just gonna be a cute little blue something. attached to this. And that's really all that matters. And maybe we'll think. Turn that off, and maybe we'll pink, 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 pink. There we go. Little shiny thing. Can't work from home because your job involves investigating tests at work, and sadly you think a work from home chemist is just called a meth lab. Well, just set up a table and some beakers, and yeah, you've pretty much got that in your apartment down pat. There we go. If you're doing it right, anyway. I feel like the center needs something. What does the center need? You know what the center needs? The center needs a little Christmas tree. There we go. We got a little Christmas tree. It needs Ben Franklin. I don't think I could draw Ben Franklin. Aretha Franklin. Oh my god, hero. Gotta start it. All Water American? All Water American is a nickname Ben Franklin had? Why? Why is that a nickname that Ben Franklin had? When he was in England, he preferred water to beer. I mean, I guess that's fair. I feel like nicknames have come a long way in 230 years. Maybe just a little. Goodness gracious. To drink English beer? Who in their right mind would drink English beer? They don't even drink it cold. Alright, so I did a wreath. Maybe I'll do like a stocking next. This computer program doesn't seem to be very good at making smoothies. You're unsure this is actually a blender? Well, see, Blender could do just about anything you want. Right now, it's blending ornaments. People in the Netherlands actively warm their beer. This is quite the different genre of music. I think it's... Oh, yeah, it looks like it didn't... Why didn't it shuffle? I just want you to shuffle this one playlist that I was listening to, not skip to all the other playlists, please. turns your CPU fans into a blender. Not when you have... Not when you've got this. To be frank, considering most all main brand American beers taste like piss, you'll have a cellar temp beer from the UK. I mean, all name brand beers taste awful because they're watered down and awful. Bud, Coors, Miller, Michelob, Busch, all of them awful. Oh, look at me, I'm not using an 8th gen i7. That's you, that's what you sound like. I mean, to be fair, I'm currently using, I think, an 11th gen i7. I currently have the i7 11... I think I have the 11700K. I'm waiting on the retention kit from Corsair to arrive, so that way I can use my CPU cooler with the new CPU. But once that's here, I'm gonna upgrade my PC and then get the community PC up and running. Finally. You like a good English beer that drinks like a meal, so you also like stouts and porters, don't you? Those just thick, heavy, viscous beers. To really get a new processor soon. Didn't you get like a good top-of-the-line processor recently, Salad? Biscuit beer? Yes, biscuit beer. I think I set a stocking, right? What kind of background do we want the stocking to have? Hey, Mimi! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. How are you all doing? Oh, you went AMD. I think the 5700X is still pretty good, but that's more Stasnak's line of work. You missed this one Imperial Stout that you used to get that was thick. That thing was like also 18%. What was it called? Do you remember? Meme Sanctuary is coming in cozy with some positive energy. Oh, I love that. That's so sweet. Welcome, 8-Bit Trav and Jess. Please don't go away. And Sky. Hi, Sky. Hero has a rock. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure the 5700X is like one of the most recent good processors to go out. I mean, a lot of people really seem to hate AMD, but also AMD seems to hate everyone else because, like, they could just kind of start engineering their processors to work better with the general consensus. But no, they gotta be different. How are you doing, Mimi? How was your game? I think you were playing a game, right? Oh no, you were just chatting. How was your just chatting? What were you guys talking about? What was the hottest topic you talked about? Mephistopheles, and it was made by Avery Brewery. I've never heard of them. A Lego build? What did you build? AMD just likes being quirky and unique. Yeah, so does Mac, but Macintosh doesn't really run anything that well. Except for some movie editor or some video editors. And this is coming from a guy who works exclusively on Macintosh. A Molly Lego? Oh, an Animal Crossing villager named Molly. Oh, I don't know who that is. Hottest topic was how much V-Bucks cost? How much do V-Bucks cost? Also, who is Animal Crossing Holly. Oh, the duck! Aw, what a cutie. You've had no issues with AMD builds? You like your 5950X? Yeah, from what I've heard, AMD and Intel seem to be just fine with pretty much any video game, and now any graphics card. It used to be that you needed to go AMD and AMD because NVIDIA and AMD did not play well together, but now apparently they're fine. I don't know. Look at that cute little duck. That means, Mimi, you need to see the duck that we created. There it is. There's the duck we made. So sad for your partner. They have a Mac and they can't get some of your cloud saves from Steam. They love Graveyard Keeper but can't play at home because the save won't transfer from your PC here. Is it even work on Mac? That's my one biggest gripe. Is I used to have Macs growing up and you could play almost no games on it. No one developed for Mac, and it was really, really sad. So I was very happy when I got a PC because I could actually play games. I could actually play like 80-90% of my library. It was great. It's honestly just been a few games, but some of them, they just lag and drop frames constantly. Looking it up seems to be a recurring AMD processor problem. Interesting. Sounds like a poorly optimized game. Back then, Mac had good games like Escape Velocity and Odyssey. When was back then, Ingle? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call that an AMD processor problem. I would call that a poor game dev problem. That is a game dev problem, not a processor problem. You've been wary of AMD GPUs. You're curious about which games. Ouch, oof, you're back. Yeah, Ingle, when was it? What year? What are you talking about? I mean, I've only heard good things about the latest round of AMD GPUs. Your MacBook could barely handle The Sims. You had to delete it. RIP. Oh. Like 1995? You know that's the year I was born, right, Ingle? 95? Growing up, the only games that I could play on the Mac were whatever free game that I could find on, like, GarageGames.com. I think I played Think Tanks. I played a lot of Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 1 and 2 on even older Mac. A little bit of Myst. Played a little bit of... what was it called? Oh, it was like Star Wars, TIE Fighter, and X-Wing, I think. Both of those, I think. Or that might have been on a PC that my step-grandfather gave us. I can't quite remember that far back. I just remember playing the game. Oh my god, I love Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 2. And I have a soft spot for Warcraft 1, but I hate playing it. I remember it fondly, and then having gone back and played it on GOG, I'm like, wow, this game is terrible. I also have no doubt that game deving for Mac is a nightmare, because Mac specifically tries to make their computers their own and unique. I mean, that's why they went away from Intel and moved on to their own developed processor. They're on their own architecture for a processor. They're no longer using Intel's. The fans were crazy, and you never got past build mode? Wow. Warcraft 1 is incredible. Selecting 4 units at a time and no control groups is not. Warcraft 1 was great as far as like story and pacing and ideas go, but it was definitely limited by its capability as an RTS. Yeah, apparently Pirate Software used to work for Blizzard. He worked for Blizzard for a number of years and absolutely hated it as far as like working conditions go. He said the working conditions were awful. And he said that the company was a legendary company because people worked super hard on everything that they did. They put in more hours than they ever got paid, and they got paid a pittance. Him and his dad both, apparently. His dad apparently did a lot of the cinematography direction for Warcraft 1. Oh, that would be cute. Yeah, Varian. If you need help finding a budget PC, you let me know. So Jess, you said that your MacBook barely handles The Sims. Is all you have a MacBook, or do you game on anything else? Okay. What color? What color do I want to do? There we go. I think a nice pink. And we'll go with... Oh, that's not what I wanted. What makes a good stocking color? Ooh, you've got a Nintendo Switch. Do you play a lot of Animal Crossing? You like a good dark green for a stocking? Like the wreath? Like this? That kind of dark green? I don't even know if that's dark green, I'm just assuming here. We could go with this. Picture red or dark green. Do you think red would be weird with pink as the background? No, I actually kind of like this red. Let's go with this red. There we go. It's kind of like a little booty. We got ourselves a little booters. You have a Mickey Mouse stocking since before you can remember. Your sister had Winnie the Pooh. Aw. I think my childhood stocking got water damage, unfortunately. I love that you still have your Mickey Mouse stocking, though. That's very cute. I think my current one is now a penguin. Okay, so let's get some black in here and start outlining. I'm loving this music. Backing track does a really good job with their music. All right, so we need a little heal. How to best? Something like that. Yeah. You have a Stitch stocking? You used to have a Mickey one. Ooh, I haven't really seen much about Lilo and Stitch in forever. You really want to match colors? Teal is a good way to go. Pink goes well with dark green. What about what I currently have? Is this an okay color? Do you guys think so? I'm terrible with picking colors, so please excuse me. You don't have it, but your mom kept it all these years. Aw, this year will be the first separated Christmas, so you don't know if your sister will hang them up or if your mom still has it. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the separation. Yeah, Christmas ornaments. Hi, Waddles. How are you doing, buddy? Red on pink isn't that bad. The color thing made you realize something? What did it make you realize, Ingle? You need to send something to me for Thursday to make sure it's all clear? Oh, no. Uh-oh. What does that mean? What'd you do? What did I do? Same background and object doesn't make anything pop. So you're thinking that I should maybe go back over this with like a... Oh, that's still multiply. Like a green? Make it a green stocking? Image sent on Discord. That is a very tiny picture. Green with white trim. Okay. I can dig it. Wait. Why don't I just... Pink fill. Done. Job's done. Actually, why don't I do the smart thing? And just go over everything that I've already done. Like that. There we go. That's so much better. Gotta need to make the brush smaller again. Hey, Ingle, are we gonna be defusing a bomb? Do you need me to be able to see what color wires are? Not literally, no. Oh, okay. All right, cool. You're shouting all of the instructions. Color theory is important in mini painting, so you kind of have an eye for it. No, that's absolutely fine. I appreciate the assistance. Like I said, I try my best with colors, and I feel like I do an okay job with it for the most part, but sometimes things escape me, and stuff does not look the same to me as it might for someone else. So it's really handy to have someone be able to be like, no, that doesn't look good. What you should do is maybe something like this instead. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Situation could get explosive or compressive. I don't know if I'm a fan of either of those words. Thursday. Hold on. Thursday. Thursday? Thursday. Thursday. I think Thursday is good. Lauren? Are we doing anything Thursday? Okay. All right, Thursday's good. Should be all set for Thursday. Friday, however, is Lauren's birthday, so I will not be streaming or playing games on Friday. There we go. Ziggy says happy birthday. She said thank you. To be frank, there's no real bad paint schemes, but the intention behind the paint scheme might be muddled depending on the color combination. If you want something to pop, only muted colors aren't amazing, but neither are only vibrant colors. Contrast is important unless you're looking for a different effect. That is a very good point. And you said a lot of things. A lot of things that I only mildly understand. Because I feel like I have a hard time just understanding colors in general. Like, I get the general consensus, but sometimes it's hard for me to determine what's too muted or not enough. Little patches. Little patches on this little fella. There's a new Godzilla movie? There is a new Godzilla movie. I haven't seen any of the recent Godzilla movies. Agree, a very happy unbirthday today and tomorrow, and a very happy birthday on Friday. I will tell her. We're going out to dinner on Wednesday. Ugh. And then whatever she wants to do on her birthday proper, and then Saturday, I believe we're going to see the new Hayao Miyazaki movie. Wow, only 15 million? That is super cheap. I feel like I need something else in this picture. There we go. A couple of candy canes. Candy. There we go. New Godzilla was really good. Ooh, your boyfriend and you saw it opening night. Shin Godzilla was amazing. Godzilla vs. Kong was very okay, and lots of dumb action. It's crazy stupid cheap? I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess you're right. 15 million is really not a lot. Sorry, today isn't Wednesday. Make that a happy unbirthday all week until Friday. You know, I wasn't really doing the math, so I don't blame you. I feel like -1 more. You like -1 more than Shin, but barely. And it might be a recency bias thing, but if you like Shin, you're sure to like 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and save that. And I think now is the time to just color some of these. That way I can fill out just normal. Some normal ornaments without a whole bunch of drawing on them. Hey, thank you for the follow, Jay. G's? I want to say that's G's. I appreciate it. Welcome to the kingdom. We're glad to have you. It's over here. That over there. You'll encourage any movie that isn't a superhero movie nowadays, and you still haven't seen Oppenheimer. Missed the boat on that one. I still want to watch Oppenheimer. I don't know where we can watch it, but I want to watch it. Godzilla puts on an Iron Man suit and says it's ironing time, and then it irons all over the place. I don't think I want to watch that movie. You were really hyped for Oppenheimer, but stuff came up and you didn't get the chance to see it. I think the last movie that I saw in theaters was either the D&D movie or Avatar: Way of the Water. Even as a superhero movie enjoyer, you're done with them. They pump out too many and it's come out. They just shoot stuff and then edit a story in. It feels lazy and meh at best. I agree. Ever since the Avengers Endgame Part 2, I've stopped really caring about any superhero movies. Although I will say, the Loki TV show, surprisingly good. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. I think they did a solid job on that. All right, am I missing really any colors for this atlas? Or are there any duplicate colors? Hey, Test, how are you doing, buddy? I also heard Barbie was pretty good, but I didn't go see that. Oh, I wanted to see the Indiana Jones movie. It's like how all the Star Wars movies have just become disappointments lately. But the shows are great. The shows have been fun. I need a purple. Okay. Is this purple? You have lavender, mauve, but not purple. Wait for the film with Thrawn in it? Honestly, I'm not looking forward to any Star Wars films. I will happily watch any of the Star Wars shows, especially with Thrawn in it, which was that the most recent Mandalorian? There was some live action they did recently that had Thrawn in it. But frankly, Disney has butchered the Star Wars storylines, in my opinion. Anything with the main characters that most everyone knows and loves. Yeah, we're making Christmas ornaments. Last Star Wars movie you liked was Rogue One. Before that was Return of the Jedi. Meanwhile, Andor is like one of your favorite shows. Andor was really well done. Brighter a little bit. Okay. Is that brighter? Is that better? Ahsoka, that's what it was. Yeah, Ahsoka was all right. I enjoyed Ahsoka for what it was. I don't know if it was necessarily like groundbreaking, but it was enjoyable. And it was fun having Christian Haydenson back. Is that a little bit brighter? To the right on the color wheel, more on the edge. Like that. It was, yes, it was great because it brought two different animated series to life. That's a good purple? All right, we'll stick with that purple. Did I repeat any colors? Because like this one and this one to me look very similar. Pink, pink. They are very similar. They're both greens. Dark olive green and green. Different, but green. And the Bad Batch. It essentially brought the Bad Batch to life as well. Unpopular opinion incoming, you despise both Rebels and Clone Wars series. The animation was horrendous. Was it the animation or was it the art style you didn't like? First column, fourth row, and second column, third row are too similar as well. Both muted gold. First column, fourth row, second column, third row. These two? The art style. I can understand why you wouldn't care for the art style. I liked Clone Wars. Rebels went off a little bit too much for me, but I still enjoyed it. You don't see my mouse? Oh, really? You don't... What do you mean? My mouse is right there. You don't see this? Oh, maybe because it was on this one, it's harder to see. So you said first row, this one, and then first column this one, second column this one. Did I read that right, or did I read it wrong? Yeah, first column, fourth row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and the second column, third row, this one. Those two? Dark olive green. Oh, they are both. See, they look a lot more visually distinct to me than this one and this one, which is bonkers. This one, yeah, they're both dark olive greens, but they look significantly different to me. Strange. Yeah, this one's brighter. This one's a little bit more muted. Interesting, but good catch. How's that? Is there an orange? I don't think there is an orange. We could just do more of an orange. And then we'll grab this one. And Oh, that one's plum colored. Well, I have to have that now. I don't know if the animated Clone Wars episodes are tied into the 3D one at all. I was hoping that would put them over top of each other, but I guess we'll just have to do it this way. You often have TV on as sound more than as a visual thing. You listen to a lot of audiobooks, and you would likely be fine if all we had was radio. I mean, if it got better than it is right now. Samurai Jack Clone Wars is right before Revenge of the Sith. I remember it coming out because they were all like 5 to 7 minutes long. Also, I would really enjoy watching Samurai Jack again. I miss a lot of those OG Cartoon Network shows. Gosh, I really miss Samurai Jack. It was really well done in terms of like art direction, sound design, story pacing. Oh my gosh, yes, the old-timey announcer that gave news updates at the start of Clone Wars. So there's a podcast that I listen to called Campaign, and they start the first tabletop RPG. It's a tabletop RPG actual play podcast, whatever you want to call it. And the first campaign that they did on this podcast was Star Wars based, and it's called Campaign. But at the start of every single one, they had one of the players who plays a clone trooper does that old-timey announcement, and it's amazing. What do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. So that's 18. $36. Should be 45, I believe. Yeah, 45. And that should be a total of 51. Perfect. Hey, you know Campaign Test? I haven't met anyone that has been familiar with Campaign. Added it to your list last week. Haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. Good to know it's good though. Oh, it's so good. James D'Amato and the team that he has on there. Oh goodness, what's her name? I'm trying to think of the GM's name. She's super good. She did really well as a GM. And let's see, there's goodness, I can't remember any of their names. Johnny O'Mara is one of them. He plays Lenit Gilo. He's super fun, very funny, ditzy character. And then the third guy, and I can't remember what his name is, but all of them, such a good Star Wars podcast. Skyjax is also very good, but definitely not Star Wars. So if you're going into it thinking Star Wars, you're going to be disappointed. You don't know whether to play Alan Wake or Jedi Fallen Order now? I mean, Alan Wake is pretty good. It's a decently short game, so, you know, take that as you will. But Jedi Fallen Order supposedly is really, really good. Every actual play podcast you've ever liked either died early or is Dungeons and Daddies. So, Campaign, excellent. The downside is at about episode 115. The GM decided to part ways, so they ended up ending it a little bit early, but they did their best to wrap everything up, which was super cool. But it does end a little bit early. Oh yeah, it's definitely 100+ of quality. And then Campaign Skyjax, in my opinion, is also however many episodes deep they are in now. I think several hundred. Solid quality. All of it is phenomenal quality. Great sound design, great storytelling. Love the game system. Super into the Genesis system. I bought the book because of those podcasts. So. So for anyone who is following along at home and wants to know what I'm doing, I completely forgot that I wanted to do a whole bunch of just like generic colored ones, and they don't have to be the same UV size. they don't have to be the same UV size as the actual color. So I can squish these in and not have to worry about them matching exactly, which is super duper nice. Because now I can just quickly drag, drop, shrink, and we're good to go. I also realized that I'm gonna run out of colors for all 50. So I'm gonna need more colors. So guys, get your hex codes ready, because I'm gonna need more colors. Okay, so I need 20. I need 20 more colors. You highly recommend Legends of Evantris if you want some goofy D&D roleplay moments and you don't care much for story progression. One of the few tabletop RPG groups that consistently make your side sore from laughing. Ooh, Sunhaven's kind of like Stardew, but better. Ooh. I feel like I missed something. Once Upon a Witchlight and Icebound. Are those podcasts or are those video games, Salad? I want to walk down the sidewalk and see a big bearded mountain man on a mower just cackling to the heavens. That sounds amazing. I don't know what color that is, Stasnak, but we are going with it. This isn't texture paint. Oh, I need to... so that's paint. I need to change this one to... It's already in UV editor. I think just the 3D viewport. Oh, that's annoying that I can't separate these two. Whatever. Thank you, Ingle. I love those. Sunhaven also has more story than Stardew, and you don't have to actively maintain relationships. I think that's probably my least favorite part about Stardew, if I'm honest. I have a kind of pink. We can have variations of pink. There's nothing wrong with variations of pink. We have a purple one, so you're happy? Salad made sure that there was purple. Oh, they're campaigns. Gotcha. Can we have 140K style Christmas ornament? We absolutely can. I will have to add another one. How about a black ornament for all the metalheads? Yeah, I could just do a straight black one. Why not? Is... Why is it doing that? Object mode. Oh, it's... I know why it's doing that. I need to go back into UV editor mode. Throw this over here. There we go. Just a straight black one. Texture paint. Gold or silver? It's hard to do gold or silver in just flat colors. But I could definitely do... like a gray? What? That one's kind of silver. Yeah, I can agree with that, Ingle. Not a big fan of the start either. Object mode. Grab that one. Back to texture paint. Do we have any other colors? Gosh darn it. Stardew is a major outlier for you because you don't like the Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing type games. Stardew is just mindless enough to let you turn off your brain and but not so mindless that you get bored. The music is very good, and the art style is decent. Test, have you played Core Keeper, I want to say, is what it is? You've been wanting to get Core Keeper, but like nobody to play with, so you haven't. I have Core Keeper and I would totally play it with you. I would 100% play Core Keeper with you. I feel like I have hit so many of these colors already. It's really hard to get 50 of them. Maybe I won't do 50. Maybe I'll stick with, what is this? 9, what was that, 36? 36 of them? 36 should be fine. Let's go to object mode. And we'll delete these extras. And then Salad requested a 40K styled ornament. How do you need me to do this? How do we do 40k styled? You live on a farm, but you're a sucker for peaceful farming sims. Also, though you can understand everyone's complaints of Stardew, you absolutely adore it. The music, the map layout, the characters that really feel whole with flaws and sometimes tragic real-life bad things happening to them. The fact that it's made by one guy. That's true. The guy who made Stardew did a really good job. I have tried playing Stardew many times, and I think I've made it like a year in every single time before I've stopped. And I just think maybe because it's just not my kind of game. Hi. What's up? Thank you. Ooh. Fingers crossed. Skulls, spikes, gold trim. Graveyard Keeper was also very good. The story really fell off toward the end, in my opinion, and the gameplay got super repetitive toward the end. Salad, this is your ornament. You requested it, so I'm making this specifically for you. See, even with all the automation that Graveyard Keeper allowed, I never felt like it was fully automated, and I was not a fan of that at the end. Felt like all this build up and it just kind of petered off. I mean, like I said, I still enjoyed the game. I played it all the way to the end, and thought it was pretty good. I was a little sad to see that so many DLC, like so much of the story was locked behind DLCs that I hadn't purchased, like continuations of the story, so. All right, corn. If we're doing corn, I feel like then we need a good red to start with. And then we're gonna need like a skull, right? So wait, why am I doing this without mirror turned on? I feel like that's a little too big. Salamander icon? Can you Google me a salamander icon? Because I have no idea what the salamander icon looks like. Thank you, salad. I might be able to do that. Sallies were Salad's first chapter considered when wanting to do Space Marine Army. Alright, skull gone. Now we are... I was really hoping that would work. We are going to try... and... no. Isn't gonna work with mirror on. We're going to try and mimic... Alright, so green and black, Salad says, is their thing. With a white sigil. Let's turn off line and go to space. So that way I can... oh no! Try to paint around this. Go. This is not like a paint program that lets you just fill lines, fill McCracken. Okay. Did I... Looking at the wrong one. Here we go. There, miss there. Okay. So now we're gonna get that. We're gonna go back to line. A little bit bigger. Go. You forgot how loud Katamari is? How loud is it? I don't think I've ever played Katamari Damacy. It's always looked like a fun game, though. Salad Ingle and Test over here talking Warhammer. Meanwhile, I'm a heretic who knows absolutely nothing about Warhammer and does not have the time to get into it or the money. Kind of messed up the nose a bit here. You miss Warhammer, but you don't miss paying for Warhammer. That sounds like me in World of Warcraft. I miss World of Warcraft. I miss playing it. But I don't miss paying for it, and I don't miss playing it. Makes sense of that. You just love the lore, but would love to get back into it. The thing with Warhammer, though... Uh-oh. I miss having something that I was really passionate about. Story-wise, game-wise. I miss having a game... Yeah, a game that I was passionate about. I don't remember the last time I was super passionate about a game. Opens the 50k hours of Lewitton 40k lore videos? No, thank you. There you go, salad. Here's your very poorly interpreted salamander. Dope, love it, no notes. Oh, what? The Fallout one? Question mark? You need to come up with a name for your setting still. You know, once upon a time, I was probably going to have or try to make a tabletop campaign setting. Not anymore. Okay, so that's 38. I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna name this. Always practice proper naming conventions. What is this? Pink? I think this is dark red. We're gonna go with orange. I have no idea what color this is. Hey, what color is this? I'm glad you like it, Salad. Theoretically, once you have your models assembled and painted, that's it. You can play with them for multiple lifetimes. It's a massive cost of entry, but once you're set, you're set. That being said, they call it plastic crack for a reason. You start with 1 army, then 2, then 3. Then Age of Sigmar sounds pretty cool to get into. You could also use a 5th Dreadnought since you don't have one with that particular weapon set up. That sounds like a vicious addiction. I'll pass. What do you mean if you ever get to decorate for Christmas, Salad? It says it's gray. I don't think this is gray. What color ornament is this? Can I get someone to just tell me what colors I'm looking at? Like a deep purple? Okay, so we'll call this one D purple. Purple with the D. What about this one? Maybe a plum? Ooh, I like that. Hold on. D plum. Navy blue. Navy. This one's royal blue? Interesting. What color is this one? New boot hype. Thank you, Engel. I don't know what I would do without y'all. Struggle. Super struggle. Grayish. Works for me. Whoa. Excuse me. Murky blue. That's what I'll call it. This one I remember was kind of a white. This one's... What is this one? Gray with a hint of blue. We'll call it gray blue. This one's hot pink. Hot pink. What about this one? Deep yellow. Gold yellow. Call it. Gold, baby. Gold. Ah, I didn't know that was your name. Could you call it piss yellow? Maybe very dehydrated, your kidneys are failing. Piss yellow? Sky blue. That's the word I was looking for. That's why I went with light. I was like, cloudy doesn't make sense. Sky blue. That works. Lover of horses sounds more like an accusation than a name. Where did that come from? Thalman. Electric blue? Boogaloo? Oh, Philip means lover of horses. Obnoxiously vivid blue. Vibrant blue. I think this one was purple. That's royal blue. Wait, I already have a royal blue. Don't I? Yeah, I've already got a royal blue. This one. This one's not royal blue. This one's royal blue. So what's this one? That pink? Someone messed up. Someone said royal blue there. Another pink? I have like 5 pinks. All right, which pink should I get rid of? One before pink is kind of blue. That one's navy blue. First column, fourth row. Get rid of the salmon. It poopy. All right, we'll get rid of the salmon. Let's finish the rest of these. It's not poopy, it's salmon. Okay, this one or this one? Salmon or not yet named pink? Oh, that one was supposed to be the silver one. Whew. This one makes me think of an eggplant. What is this one? This one says sea green. We'll just do sea green. Okay, so this one or this one? Left or right? Which one are we getting rid of? Right? Right is gray. Okay, what color do we want gray to be? Oh, keep it gray? You don't mind the gray one? Okay. Well, that's not what I asked. Okay, so are we getting rid of salmon? Okay, so gray, we're keeping. Salmon, we're getting rid of. Get rid of salmon. Okay. What color are we doing salmon? All right, shrugging, we're shrugging. We're shrugging on what color we do with salmon. All right, Sarah just gave us a color. I don't know what color that is, but that's the color that we got now. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. So this one is no longer salmon, it is Sarah. Until I know what color. It's teal. Okay, awesome. Teal. Thank you. Turquoise? Turquoise. I like turquoise more. Did I spell that wrong? Is that how it's spelled? I'm gonna assume salad's right. The salad's always right. And then this one is... It's technically teal, but turquoise is good too. All right, well that's its new name. Technically teal. Lift up the proletariat, down with the turquoise. You're finally here. Welcome, Knightley. All right, Knightley, now that you are here, we're doing ornaments. What kind of ornament do you want? Because I'm gonna do one for you so that way I can show you stuff. Imagine me, Salad, who can't even do color. Already have the dragon. Do a Pokeball? Pokeball it is. All right, so if I remember how to do this right. Okay, so, Knightley, first and foremost, hi, Tricky, it's good to see you. Welcome. First and foremost, Knightley, this sphere that I have made is actually just an inflated cube. But what I did was I have split it down the middle. So that way when I'm looking at it from the front view, I'm only painting on this side and then I can just mirror it on the other. Super easy with UV editing. When I press L on the side that I've already marked off with seams, it gives me this UV right there that I can then move around anywhere and put it on whatever I want to get whatever color or pattern or whatever. I'm going to start with a new one on this atlas up here, which, just so you know, this atlas was literally just a brand new texture that I created, like this. Which actually I could probably... New texture. And then you're looking for a image texture. Pop that into the base color. Click new. Make it, call it whatever you want. Make it however big you want. Turn off the alpha unless you're doing something that's transparent. And then with that, you can go into texture paint. And now you have a blank canvas. And if you wanted, you know, you can draw stuff like that. You can see none of it's showing up on this yet. Well, when I move it over these pieces down here, the UV is still showing something else. Ignore that. There you go. So when I move it, you can see it changes what's on the ball. And I can throw it, shrink it. This is UV texture painting. So that's how UV texture painting works. Do you wrap the dice sets you got for your boyfriend in individual cases or in the big carrying box? Wrap them individually and then put them in the box and also wrap the box, so he's constantly having to unwrap a bunch of stuff. I get by very well even if color deficient, so don't worry about it too much. Thank you. Always willing to help if you're having a hard time. I appreciate that. Growing up, I had a really, really hard time trusting whether or not people were actually telling me the correct colors for things that I was looking at. Ooh, I gotta fix that ball. It's not right. And I had people tell me the wrong colors for things, and it made me feel very embarrassed. So I'm not afraid to tell people that I'm color deficient, but I am very slow to trust people when they tell me when a color. Oh, the bell one is one of my favorites. So the layout that I have here, Knightley, I have the actual UV texture view here, right? And then down here, I have the texture paint view that normally comes with texture paint. So usually you get the 3D viewport and you get the flat texture view. But I also have it in the UV editor view, so that way I can move the UV around up here, and then I can paint down here. So it's really nice to have both. I do need to go back into this and hook this back up to the standard ornament atlas. So that way, now, when I tab into edit mode over here, I can move the texture over here and it actually pulls from where I need it to pull from. So this is how I do most of my custom texturing like this. This is also, and how I learned this was by doing texture work for Milo on the Bloodline, because most game devs will have an atlas, which is what this texture, this window down here is, and what this is here. This is the atlas, the texture file. And they'll often have all sorts of different texture palettes and colors for you to choose from, so you have to then move the UVs around that. I'll open up something that I've worked on to show you, hopefully to get a better idea. But you wanted a Pokeball, and before I do that, object mode. There it is. So this I didn't grab apparently when I went over here. So now I'm just going to be a little picky, grab both of those, try to line them up good, and then boom. So now the black one is actually a black one, and the jingle bell is actually a jingle bell. Perfect. So then we're going to go back to that, and then pop back into texture paint mode, so that way I am focused on this one. Ooh, the beholder is a good idea. Or a raccoon. We have not done a raccoon. Kryzen anticipating texture work. Ingle, if you want some help doing texture work, let me know. Thank you, Waddles. I appreciate that. So what I'm doing is I'm focusing on one side, and then I'm just mimicking the other side. I'm just mimicking the other side. So the ornament is the same on both sides, but because it's going to be the same, I only have to color on one side. You do see a penguin at the top. Yeah, we've got Snowman, Snowman Vista, Snowflake, Santa, Jingle Bell, Duck, Stocking, Wreath, and Penguin. Okay. So we're doing this, and we are going to change this to line, the stroke method to line. So now when I draw, it's a straight line, and I don't have to worry about my hand being jittery because it's always a straight line. And then what I'm actually going to do, because you said Pokeball, we're going to switch this to gradient. Instead of a basic color, we're going to go gradient. We're going to leave 1/2 white. We're going to change this to red. And then maybe it needs to be fill with gradient. Let's try that. That's better. And we want constant instead of linear. So that way, okay, gotta find, what if I do that? There we go. That's better. So from the bottom of the ornament to the top of the ornament, roughly the right way. Although I think it's flipped, isn't it? Is red on top or is white on top? I don't remember how a Pokeball looked. It's red on top. Okay, start from the top, go to the bottom, boom. Thank you, red on top, perfect. All right, so now that we've got the basic shape and color of the Pokeball, like, look, that was the hardest part right there, is just getting the color split, so we just used a gradient there. We'll pop back over to color, we'll go back to brush, and then we need black, right? So let's do a black across here. And then we'll enlarge this a little bit because we need We need that button right there. Gonna zoom in a little bit. And then I'm gonna be a little lazy. I'm gonna... Work harder, not smart, or work smarter, not harder. Okay, so it looks like solo that one, and that a little bit. There we go. That's good. There we go. So now that's all the way across. You can also do stuff with mirroring. I feel like I would enjoy Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. I think I have that game. And now I'm just going to do an outline on this to help it stand out. So... back to front view. The soundtrack is probably one of your favorites ever. Ooh, I'll have to listen to the soundtrack. I'm gonna turn off mirroring for just a second, and then we're gonna try turn this back to space. What if we do screen with, maybe not screen, color dodge? We do color dodge with the red. Doesn't quite do what I want. So screen's not doing what I want exactly. So we're gonna go back to white. And then we're going to change the strength. We're gonna do about 3. Okay, got it. Gonna give it a little shine. Looks better from the front than all around. So let's... Nah, I don't like that. Okay, let's go back to line, and let's just give it a few highlights here and there. And then I think if we do multiply black, yeah, we can find a shadow. The underside and give it a little more depth. Hey, thank you for the follow, Nog Monster. How are you doing? Good to see a fellow bloodliner in here. What am I trying to do? Just add a little bit of depth to it. A little bit of depth, a little bit of texture. As if I were doing all of this in a flat lighting instead of with actual shadow. Yeah, go get some rest, Test. I appreciate you stopping by. It was really good seeing you and good chatting with you. Take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you on the next adventure, my dude. Saw my status on Discord and figured you'd drop by. The music is nice to have on background while you write your creative writing project. Oh, well, I appreciate you stopping by. If you would like to... Oh, there's a share button. If you or anyone would like to listen to this music on your own time, it is backing track on Spotify. They are royalty free for people who do streams like me, and they have a plethora of really nice albums, from synth rock to a little more metal to chiptune to this. So they're awesome. What's your creative writing project? What are you working on? Oh yeah, definitely bookmark it. They're solid. Let's go back to green. Nice looking Pokeball. Why is it pink? That's red. What are you talking about, Eternal? Don't make me ban you. Don't make me ban you! There we go. These are all of them. Some good colors, some fun textures. Ban, you say? Ooh. It's a short story for fiction. You haven't gotten much, but it's going to be a standard fantasy dungeon exploration. You got some fun twists you're adding in onto it, and it should be fun, but you're running out of time. Running out of time? Are you doing it for a tabletop RPG group, or like NaNoWriMo? NaNoWriMo? I don't know what the actual name for that is. Or how it's pronounced, rather. Are they putting the treasure back instead of stealing it? That's your guess at the twist. The twist is that the dungeon is the friends we made along the way. I do like to enter my friends. Creative writing for college, yeah. When you have a specific word count you have to hit, that's always tough. I hate trying to fluff papers. I believe in you, and I totally believe you can do it. You're going to do an awesome job. And if you're ever comfortable sharing what you've written, I would love to hear it. One Piece has an ending? I thought it was still going. Give everyone really long young adult novel style names, and of course they always say the full name. That's gotta be a good 400 words right there. You're not wrong. This is Orn Pokeball. And Knightley, if you would like this Pokeball, I will send it to you, and you are welcome to welcome to do with it whatever you want. Open open. Oh. That's why I'm struggling. Damaged walls. That's what I'm looking. Okay, so I mentioned that I would show you an atlas. I don't think this one has an atlas, actually, now that I look at it. Where is... Just go into this one. Here we go. Here's the atlas I was talking about. So this is what it looks like. Of course, Jonathan von Mondrol del Taco Vincent Tabula Constantinople III, I trust you, and I will go into the next room first. Or another idea you're toying with is that they all die in the end. Or do the really funny and stereotypical, it was all a dream. I feel like there's got to be a better way for it to be. Maybe they all go to sleep in the end, and you leave it a cliffhanger like, was it a dream? Are they sleeping in their dream? Yep. Yeah, pretty much any video game will have something like this. Whether it's a whole bunch of textures put together, or an individual texture per thing. So a lot of the times environments, especially ones that are trying to keep the same thing, you'll have a texture atlas like this. So that way you have cohesive design and how everything looks. And then individual things like... we'll take a look at the hammer, because I did the hammer on stream before. I could have made this a whole lot better, this UV, if I really wanted to. But I was lazy. And it was fine, just the way it is. But this is like what weapons will look like. You take apart the different UVs, and then each thing gets its own little bit, and bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a stew going. But if we go back to Kenmore decor, actually, I wonder if I have a better example. Open up. I think it was model destruction. Nope. Moved it out of there, apparently. And more decor. Nope. The damaged wall? It was the damaged wall. What did I do with it? I don't know why that's in there. Or that. Oh, these are projects. I thought this was the Bloodline folder. Whoops. Look at me being able to read. Where is what I am looking for? Maybe it is in this one. Oh, you know what? I probably just have a whole bunch of stuff hidden. Those, we'll hide that. Completed. don't think this is what I'm looking for. Loading one file and referencing it a lot is a lot easier than loading a bunch of small files too. Well, I was doing a bunch of work in one file, and then it just became easier for me to keep track of certain things in different files. But you're right, I probably should just reference like one file. What I was looking for is not in here. And now I don't know what I'm looking for is, because now I can't quite remember what it is that I'm looking for. Them's the breaks. Maybe the magic lock has what I'm looking for. No, because that's... Basically, what I was trying to find was just, maybe this... No, that one's going to be different too, because that one's its own UV map. Maybe this one does have what I'm looking for. Ah, there we go. Here's a bunch of stuff. It's not such a huge difference these days that it really matters, but when resources were a lot more scarce, it was important to hit certain breakpoints for file sizes and stuff. Like, this image is going to be 32K no matter what, so might as well use the other half of it for something. Yeah, absolutely. I think I realize what you were referencing now, Ingle, and yes. That is essentially why they do this, is to keep the file size, or the game size down. They reference everything that they can on one file, everything that they possibly can. So like, for instance, this one, you can see that literally all the UVs are this. I have the light here, and I kept the shape as best as I could there. But then for like the iron, it's I literally just took the entire UV. So like if I were to take this one, highlighted it, S to scale, 0. That's all I did. And then you just move it around and put it on whatever color you want it to be. But I kept the light like that because I think it's going to have emission, and I don't know how that will handle if the UV is all on top of each other or not, so I left it big just to be on the safe side. You can put multiple UVs on the same space. So like, technically, all of these share the same space. They're two different objects, and they share the same space. Like, I can literally just put it right on top of each other. Just zoom in there and make it as on top as possible. That is as far as I can zoom in. They're on top of each other. So yeah, things can share UV space. So that's why when you do like the scale, like S to scale 0, and then just put it on a color, it's just taking that color by itself. So like this entire thing, the inside of the fountain, I kept the UVs and put them on here for the texture. So that way it had that very specific texture, but literally all the other colors, like, where is this color? There it is. I think that's the UV I'm looking for. Anyway. So yeah, that's how you do it. And basically the game engine just reads the texture coordinate and compares it to this and puts it on it. Something you need to figure out is having blank colors on textures that you can fill in using UE5, like a tint feature. You think UE5 has it pretty easy, but I haven't gotten that far yet. White. White is the way to do it, Ingle. Yeah, so I will take this one. I will unwrap this again. So here is the entire UV map for this. So up here, if you do these double arrows, it's called UV sync selection. So whatever you select here will be selected here. So I'm just going to select all of that, hovered over it, pressed L, selected everything that was linked to it. S to scale, 0, enter. And then this is just going to go, I don't remember what color I had it on, so I'm just going to put it there. And then, hey, I'm going to do the same to this one, because guess what? The metal is going to be all the same color anyway. And then I believe this is the Taurus. Yep, that is the chain, so S. And you know what? Hey, maybe we want that to be, maybe we want that to be like, I don't know. We'll say that's gold. We'll say that's gold. And then I'll take these, scale these down a little bit, and put them on top of each other. That way they are roughly the same. And then, hey, we're going to give these a nice, cool, I don't know, whatever color this is. Boom. All the colors are on top of each other. Just textured that whole thing. But that is the reason why UV unwrapping can be really, really important, depending on how you are texturing things. So I'm using a texture atlas to do that, and I'm using UV texturing to color that. So to remind you, I have the main texture, the Polygon Fantasy texture that Milo gave me here. That's mapped into the color. And then the lamp emission is actually its own thing, because to have emission work properly, you need a black and white emission map. And white means that it takes the full color, and then all the way down to black. So white, gray, black, all the way down to black is the less colored, black being no light. So gray being like a dimmer light. You know, if you want something to always be dim, that's how you do it. So what I did was I created a texture that was the same size as, or the same size, same dimensions as this one. And then where I put the glass originally, I just put it on top here. So that white spot is originally where pink, 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 pink. Oh, I need to go into UV edit. That's why I was having trouble. So I can pull this down and then grab the, nope, not texture editor node. Image editor, paint. You want to look for lamp emission. And then down here in this window, which is the UV editor, I can just look at this top one until I find the color that I'm looking for. And then I can scale it down. And boom. Now that it's in the correct spot on the emission map, corresponding to the main texture, and I know this is probably super confusing, but now these things can have emission. So if I were to go back into shading, and then trying to think of how to do this. I think it would be a emission node. Hi, Plum. Why are you pink? Why you not like that? Maybe for this, specifically for Blender, it's a color ramp that I'm looking. Trying to remember how to do this. And as you can see, I don't really remember. There's a way to actually make it like emit light, and I don't remember how to do it in Blender right now. But essentially, having that emission map, Milo can plug it into the lamp in Unreal Engine and change it to actually actually emit light. Anyway, if it is a non-square shape, it gets kind of hard to predict, but Blender lets you output the UV like the outlines as an image, so you can do that, then draw on it like normal. I think I understand what Ingle just said, and it's similar to like how these work, because like this is a round image, right? But the UV is laid out flat. So as you can see, hey, thank you for the follow, Fuzzy World. Welcome to the kingdom. We're glad to have you. As you can see, like it gets wider out at, like it tapers outward at the edges, but when you look at it flat on, it doesn't look like it tapers nearly as much. And like the center looks really small, but it looks normal here. So Blender takes the 3D model and lays it flat, and then you can kind of interpret it that way. Doing well, my dude, doing well. I think getting ready to wind down for the night. Been going for 3 hours, and I have completed all the cute little baubles that I have been wanting to do. How are you doing tonight? I want to go into object mode. Single this one out for a second. Because I noticed right on the edges. I don't want screen, I want mix. Don't want line, I want space. Right on the edges of this UV map. It's given my ornament a seam, and I do not want a seam. Maybe I do want line. Hey, Dragonfly! It's so good to see you! How have you been? Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. And don't worry, I know that there are so many people on Twitch and so many things to do in life, and I just hope that you're having a good time, and hopefully school and work is going well for you. I know we haven't talked in a hot minute, but I think about you and I hope everything's going well. My day is going quite fantastic and even better now that you have shown up. But don't worry about not being here. I hardly get to watch all the streams and content that I want to watch that my friends make. So I 100% totally understand what that's like. So don't worry about it. You just ordered tickets for the Mid-Atlantic Rod and Customs Car Show hosted by Good Guys Association. I have never heard of that, but that sounds awesome. Mid-Atlantic. So I'm assuming that is gonna be on the East Coast, right? If I remember my ocean properly. Where in the East Coast? That's a very good question. Probably midway through. Maybe in Pennsylvania, or Maryland, or Virginia. If it's mid. Delaware! Ah, I was close. Delaware's practically Maryland. I would know, I grew up in Maryland. There we go. Now I no longer have a seam on my penguin, and he is a happy boy. Here we go. I think we're good. I think we are good. Bermuda? Bermuda Triangle? Oh, boy. I did not realize that 3 hours had gone by so quickly. I've been having so much fun. But I do need to get going. I have a hankering for some graham crackers and sunflower seed butter. So I'm going to take y'all over to my friend Heather, who is also doing some arts and crafts today. You managed to watch most of HMC's stream yesterday, which is the most you've watched any stream in months. Oh my goodness. Blender streams are the best streams. I really do enjoy Blender, and I want to do more of it. I've got ideas for what I want to do, and we will see if they pan out. We will see. We're gonna have a celebrity judge there named Jay Leno who will be judging the cars. Is it actually Jay Leno? Yeah, absolutely, Nightly. I already had the shape of everything. I was mostly just doing the texture painting. So you can see a lot of the texture painting and stuff that I did at the start. But if you have any questions, let me know. I can try and set you up a like a custom file or something similar to it. But that's awesome. I don't know much about Jay Leno. I don't think I really care much about him either. But just the fact that he's going to be there, that's a really cool thing. That is really cool. I don't know. I think it's always neat when celebrities decide to go and do something kind of like off the wall like that. Anyway, we're going to raid out to my friend Heather, or Eris. She is an absolutely lovely bean who is doing some arts and crafts as well on her side. I think she's doing some kind of snowflakes or something. I'm not quite sure, but her stream is a good time. It's cozy, great place to wind down from the night. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Please go ahead and copy one of those raid messages and take the love on over to her. Give her some support. And Nog Monster, Fuzzy World, it was great seeing you guys. I'm sorry both of you came in right at the tail end, but hopefully we will see you next time. Just as a reminder, Friday there will be no stream because it's Lauren's birthday. So we will hopefully be back next week, where I think I will only stream Monday again because I will be going to Washington for an early Christmas on the other half of that week. But thank you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. Stay hydrated. See you all on the next video.